run it up. It's a track meet on them, man. We had to run it up. Now we huddle up, ayy, huddle up. Ayy, it's contract season, game plan, tighten up. Ayy, I been active, I been gassing. Got a passion for it, so you know I been maxing. It's an uphill battle, we at the top clapping. Now it's on downhill like we skiing up in Aspen. Playoffs, snow game, going all out. The neck on, wrist on froze, gotta thaw out. You can't get swamped by fans when we walk out. You can't talk contracts if you ain't balling out. A round table, the number ridiculous. The ball status getting ends from big businesses. She was shocked, seen all of them Benjamins. Upper echelons, all we do is private interests. Walking in, I'm the MVP of VIP. 40 bottles, 20 women, they came with me. Strategize in the huddle with the winning team. We don't do no promises, our money guaranteed, cause where the winners at? Drop dubs in the chat. Up dog, we ain't really trying to brag. Still winning private island, negotiating bags. For all the time they passes up, we had to add the text. Hey, run it up. Somebody called me, but hey, look, we ran it up. You know what I mean? It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad. Hey, look, God, thank you for aligning our plans with your purpose for us. Thank you for allowing us to be our best, getting an adequate amount of rest, and even when we not, still able to pass any test. Thank you for eliminating any feelings of worthlessness, doubt, worry. We don't worry because worrying is only praying for things to go wrong. We know with you, everything goes right. Allow us to have the best day ever and the greatest night. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, morally, financially, environmentally, socially, professionally, and personally, in every divine way. And thank you. Thank you for everything today and our ancestors as well. Anybody got anything they want to say?
I'm happy. I'm happy. Life is good.
For sure.
And I'm appreciative for this moment. This is cool. Stunna, you're back in.
Yes, sir. Amen. And we still winning.
Wow, dude. The
can't be this
iconic
bad,
voice.
right?
Man, no, not
Come
at
on, man.
all. It's, yeah, dude, thank you for pulling up. Look at this. And you came with gifts. You came bearing gifts. If there's anyone that needs to fix their gut health, it's me.
Oh, why you say that? Tell me.
I just know that I could be healthier.
Mm-hmm.
I know I can. And my lady reminds me every single day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, like, hey, everything you got to do, it comes from within. Like, so if, like, if I'm not feeling good, if I get a pimple on my face, it's all like, oh, you just got to fix your gut health.
Mm-hmm. That's facts.
And she has me taking, like, probiotics and, like, drinking more water. Without her, I'd be severely dehydrated all the time.
Hey, shout out to your lady, man.
Yeah.
Hey, she knows it's right. You can't spell within without win. So, if you want to win, you got to get right within.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? So,
dude, shout out to you. You've been doing a lot. I mean, it's not that you ever stopped doing a lot. You've just been doing more and more and more.
Yeah, for sure.
And you've been navigating it, like, very well, my friend.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that compliment. I be feeling like I could do more, work harder, work smarter, be better. But when you say that, and I know you a person of prestige, we chilling in your amazing second man cave that you got in your lavish mansion tucked off in the hills of the greatest place in the world. Nah, for sure that means a lot because I know you're a hard worker.
I try, man. Really trying. I'm doing is what I'm trying to switch up. Yeah.
We enjoying.
Yeah, man. No, I appreciate you. I feel like every single time I see you, I feel more motivated. Like
that's
right
a
off
goal.
the bat. It's not like we even have to warm up to each other. Do you remember the first thing you said to me when we first met? Last year when you pulled up in my garage?
Damn. First thing I said, I probably couldn't tell you the thing I said, but I could probably think I could tell you how it made you feel.
What was it?
Probably shocked, and then instantly you felt disarmed, like any wall you had up, and then you was able to be your full authentic self and be vulnerable.
Do you know how you did it?
What I do? Tell me.
You parked your car in my garage. You came out with West Coast, and you tickled me.
Oh yeah, that's
You
how you
started
disarm
tickling me.
Yeah, that's a tactic to, you know what I'm saying?
I had no words. I didn't know what to say, and you said, I'm just making sure. And you were like, making sure what? If you're ticklish, because all gangsters is ticklish.
Yeah, and that's why you're a gangster.
There's no that, and it's the funniest story. I tell that story to people like whenever we talk about you. This is how I met Stunnaman.
Now, if you go up to the most scariest person you ever seen in your life, like somebody you really think they might physically hurt you, and you get strategically in their armpit and wiggle it around, and they start laughing, you know that they're a supreme gangster. You know what I'm saying? So the person you see that's like that, just take that risk, and it'll help dismantle that.
Wow.
If they not ticklish, they not gangster, then you could probably beat them up.
Wait, where did this come from? Do you remember the first day you were like, you know what? I'm gonna start tickling people.
I used to like do karate, and I used to just like me and the homies used to rough house, and I always noticed the most toughest dudes. Like I got one partner, he like 6'6". He played overseas, and he like the epitome of grit. Like work hard, push yourself, and he's just naturally talented. He the most ticklish person I know. And then I start thinking, I'm like, dang, all the dudes that was hecka hard to fight growing up and that was hella strong, they always was hella ticklish. I don't know why, you feel me? But it's like, I just made that connection. So I really think it comes from, you know, a lot of people who have a strong work ethic, a lot of people who are focused, they probably feel empathy or they feel some type of thing that when you get that physical sensation, they're going to laugh. I don't know what it is. I'm making stuff up right now. But I noticed that in you. She's super ticklish and she got a hard work ethic. We talking to our off camera person. Shout out to Caressa. She's an entrepreneur, a professional dancer, and just an overall great person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people that be ticklish, you know, you test the theory. You know, I'm not going to say it's true definitively everywhere. You know, I haven't done the hypothesis on it or a scientific method, but, you know, for the most part of my sample size, I be tickling motherfuckers and the most gangster motherfuckers be laughing. So
I know, dude. Can you imagine walking up to someone that like just is acting tough on the street and you get them right under the neck? Like no one looks tough with their neck, with their chin touching their torso. No way.
Yeah. That's like also like they said nobody could be gangster walking up the hills in San Francisco, because when you walk up, you the hills be so crazy. You know, somebody try, you know, gangsters be over there switching, like talking about it, or driving up the thing like, oh, you look thick, and they be like, hold on, what you mean? I'm a gangster. You know what I'm saying? And they over here switching it, but yeah, it's like that's one of them things where, you know, everybody got that thing though, where we all got a wall up to the world. And, you know, some of us are more vulnerable, transparent, and authentic than others, but other people still finding themselves. So I feel like for us to really connect, because that's what we really want, the fulfillment, deep relationships, for us to connect, we got to feel comfortable putting that wall down. You know what I'm saying? Man. Now I don't want to touch people, because I do want to respect people's personal space. But the way I do that now is when I meet somebody, I ask them what's their favorite thing about life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, or I've learned that when you ask that question, it instantly makes somebody, you know, raise their vibration or raise their thinking to what's their favorite thing. Yeah. And now from there, you're not thinking like, oh damn, my life messed up over here. Or if I ask you how you doing, you might not be doing good, and you might not want to share that. So now I get heavy. But if I ask you your favorite thing, you're gonna think of that time you went to Hong Kong proper when you was in Thailand. Yeah. Or you know what I'm saying, and stopped and was like, oh, it's a culture shock. You know what I'm saying? So things like that.
Wow. It's really just a shift in perspective and how you think and the way that you talk, not only to others, to how you talk to yourself about how you could just like navigate life better. I got to get better at that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, you know, like the life of like a creative, we get in our heads sometimes, right? For sure. You know, I was just congratulating you on like all of your success and you like doing what you've been doing and continue to do. And you're just like, man, I feel like I could do more.
Nah, for sure. I definitely do. I feel like I'm hypercritical of myself. I was in the gym earlier and I was just in the thought process of it. And then the manager of the gym, shout out to the club for always showing so much love. And that's the club in Oakland, City Center, California. You know what I'm saying? Had to plug him real quick. But he was like, I was like, man, I'd be super critical of myself. And he was like, just don't. And that's how simple it'd be sometimes, like, to just get out of our own way. Because I know, like, a lot of the situations that didn't turn out how I wanted to really was from me just either negligence, me just being stubborn, or me being hypercritical to the point where I'm overthinking a situation when really it's not that hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
man.
you know how it be.
Yeah. It's a constant battle every single day. But, you know, I mean, look at us now.
Yeah, for sure.
When you kind of persist and you do, I say this a lot, when you do dope things and you do it consistently and you do it with quality, cool things happen.
Nah, for sure. That's what still winning is.
Yeah.
You know, persistent through any turmoil, persistent through a situation that don't look like it's finna be, you know, amazing. But you know, because you put the work in, regardless of the environment, regardless of the uncontrollables, you know, we control what we can control, and it comes out better than we ever expected it to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's still winning. That's God. You know what I'm saying?
Were you always this positive, like as a kid? What were you like as a kid?
I was like introverted. You know, I went through periods like when I was super younger, I was like very extroverted because that was my neighborhood. I had a lot of energy. I like to dance. And then I feel like, you know, I really like developed like severe eczema like at 6. Like it was kind of like I always had it when I was 6. I got like real chunky and I got severe eczema. So I felt like that made me more recluse, you know. When I want to engage with people and they know getting teased, it kind of bring your confidence down. But my mom always instilled that, oh, you handsome, you know what I'm saying? I believe in you. She was like, guapo, guapo, you know what I mean? So then it made me always have that inner glow, you know what I'm saying? That inner confidence, even though I might not look like that. So for a moment, I'll say till I was like 12, 13, maybe even 14, I was from 6 to that age, I was just to myself, you know what I'm saying? And then I just locked in when I was 12, 13. I had like an episode where I got mad at my mom because I had got a scholarship to a private school, but we lived in the hood. And I went to one of my white homies' house, and they had like a fat house in Pack Heights on Vallejo Street. Shout out to Connor Kukalan for letting me slide through. His dad, he was an orthodontist. They living room was bigger than my house. And then I came home one day, I was like, man, where's my dad? And I was just like, oh, I had that one of them episodes. And I went in my room. It was like a TV show, how the white kids be doing like, I hate you, mom, slam the door. But I'm in the hood, and I'm just like, then I just had a moment, and I'm like, damn, like, I can't be like this. I got to be thankful. That's their situation, but I can get that one day. So I'm like, man, you know, let me calm myself down. And that's when I knew, okay, I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be the best version of myself. I'm going to work towards that every day. So I'm going to be the man of the house, you know, and that just helped me, you know, eventually eradicate my eczema. It helped me, you know, get in the best shape of my life at the time. Now I'm in better than the best shape of my life now. And then just continue that forward to anytime I got low, I think of that moment so I could stay on go. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. That's cool that you recognized that moment at that young of an age. Because at 12, 13, like we've all felt like envy and jealousy and like, why is life unfair? Yeah, man. But you're able to identify that and like flip it. And then like what, from then on out, this is when like...
Oh yeah, that's when I found that confidence. I was able to, you know, listen to the right mentors. Thankfully, I had mentors in my neighborhood that was encouraging me to do positive things because they saw a positive in me. And then, you know, just things from, you know, learning to how to get waves to, you know, learning, you know, why it's important to put your priorities before your distraction, because a distraction is just a reward without discipline. So in learning, like, man, you got to put the things that matter before that. You got to put the books before the broads. You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta put, you know, playing sports or this before going out. You know what I mean? You just those priorities, and then once you get that in stability and you get in your flow and your structure, then for me, it allowed me to be more confident, because the things that was making me feel down, like the eczema, like being overweight, you know, like being teased, you had nothing that you could say about me. So now, and that made me feel good because I had already developed, I know how I felt when you talk down on somebody, but also I was able to develop skills outside of how I look. So then now, as I'm becoming more confident, I'm getting in shape, I'm getting more handsome, you know, I'm also not super arrogant, even though I have my moments of hubris. I'm also like, okay, I could use what people may be attracted to me for, you know, beyond the physical to use it for a positive reason. You know what I'm saying? And that helped me, you know what I mean?
And you've been doing that. I mean, if we just look at your music alone, it's pretty evident that your style is so interesting, dude.
Thank you, man.
Because it's this high energy, like it's the aggressive nature of the way you deliver, but the message right there has that like kind of dope ass juxtaposition. You know, like when Eat a Salad came out, that like that shook the world, you know? After Big Steppin'.
That was a goal.
Because the message was crazy, right? And then Keep God in Your Life. Like similarly in that vein, like has that like message with you yelling in it, right?
Sure, yeah.
And let's talk on that. Carlos and I were talking like after the first time that you pulled up, and he was saying like, I wonder where like that like yell, where did that style come from?
Man, thank you for the praise. And I think that just came from wanting to get a message across, like kind of not feeling hurt in all those years of being an introvert, and just finally coming into my voice and being like, dang, all these years I wasn't talking. I'm like, man, I got to let it out now. You know what I'm saying? So I think that came from that, but also, you know, just really want to aggressively get a point across. Like, I told my homie, like, probably like 2016, 17, I was like, man, I want to make a genre of music that's conscious, but that's still, they'll slap it in the club.
Yeah.
So, you know, then it does develop conscious mob music made by E40, and it's, you know, all music is really conscious because we telling our conscious reality if you rapping about what's in front of you, but taking it to a point where it got a message. And I was just like, man, I felt like nobody was listening to me. I felt like I had the raw stuff. I felt like I was the best. I still feel like that. I know that, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, at that time when I was first, you know, developing my sound, I was like, man, I want to get it. I want you to feel it. I want you to, even if you don't want to feel it, I want you to still be like, dang, I wasn't even trying to feel that, but I felt it. That's why that led to that project. I gotta feel it. That's the project like Big Steppin' is on, Heat Up, and that was the whole, to really put my life experience into that, put all of me into that. And that's what I was doing on every take. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be yelling.
Yeah.
We still winning.
Dude, and it's iconic.
Thank you, man.
We hear that like in any track that you're in. I'm just like, oh, we know what we're getting ourselves into, right? Do you remember the first time like you had said that in the booth?
Hey, man, he got some good questions. I like this guy. We got to come do this every month.
Dude, every month. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome whenever, man.
I'm going to definitely tell you, got to get C5 on here. I'm going to definitely answer your question. Got to get Professor Gable. Got to get Caressa on here. Love Tali, JSTN. Shout out to the Still Winning team. We're going to name more artists as we go, but I don't want you to lose that question because that was a great question. But out there, Still Winning. First time I said it.
First time you said it. Do you remember who was around when you had said it and what the reactions were to it?
I remember exactly why I wrote it. I remember the exact time period. I was super intentional. It was one of the best, like, worst times in my life. And I only say worst because I didn't have no money. I was living in my homegirl living room and I was just figuring my life out. But I was about to graduate college. I had just got the role, or Last Black Man in San Francisco was about to come out. And then I had made that song Out That Window, and that came from me performing at the Schmop House in the town.
Wow.
When Cool John and Oops and Randy McFly, Chris O'Bannon was all there just keeping it lit. So I remember writing that song, or I remember meeting this dude named Nilo, who produced the beat, and meeting him at the Schmop House, and he pulled up because he's like, man, I gotta work with you. I end up doing a performance where I ran through the house and I popped my head out the window, and somebody got a picture of me out the window and Nilo, the producer, right next to it. Just, you know, just not playing, just happened to be the performance. I went to his house, and before we got this picture, he played me a beat. And I was just like pulling up, slapping out that window. And I was like, okay. So I already had made the hook, start writing a song. Somebody sent me that picture. And when I saw that picture, I was like, ooh, I know exactly what I'm going to do on the intro. And I just kind of wrote my experience. I felt like I knew I had it at that point with the music and I wanted to turn it up. But I also felt like I want to let the world know, like, that was the beginnings of having a timeless mindset. That's why I was talking about so persistently about what time it is. You got to watch, you got to clock. And then that came from what Still Winning is, that triumphantness. That was what my life was going through at the time, where I was like, man, I'm at this point where I'm figuring it out. You know, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. You know, I'm making the most of it, but I'm still positive. I'm still pushing for my dreams. I'm still winning. You feel me? And that's where it transitioned to, you know, and I wanted to make it comedic, relatable, you know, utilize, you know, a character I've been doing for a minute called Nigel Standards, but I also wanted you to feel it. I want you to be able to drive around wherever you at in the universe and slap that and be like, man, I know everything's going to be okay. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So.
And now it's become this mantra that we all know.
We still winning.
It must feel so good to be able to say it like that.
For sure, man. Every day, every way. And then be even switching it up, be like, we still winning. You know what I'm saying? Have it saying it different ways.
Beautiful. That was great.
You got to say it one time, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have asthma, so it's not going to be as good. So it's going to be like...
say it right now. Just let it out.
You want me to say it like the way you say it?
Out. And that's how you say it.
How I say it. So not your way.
You could be...
Man, we still winning.
Oh, I
like
that.
Is that okay?
That was phenomenal.
Thank you.
That was better than the best.
I mean, I feel like if I tried to yell it, then I would have like choked on my own spit.
But that's a good point about Still Winning. Like, you know, my version of Still Winning might look different than yours. You know, my coach when I was in high school, he gave me a very important mantra. It was about win. The acronym WIN is what's important now. And you know, how you win may be different than how I win.
Yeah.
You know, but that's your way of winning.
Yeah.
you more of a calm, you know what I'm saying? I have my different modes, you know. I might be turned up, but sometimes I might be, you know, cozy, like, you know, still winning. Like I'm not gonna make a song for the ladies and it's all I'm expressing my feelings and calm down, but I'm gonna be on there yelling. You know, it might be aggressive work sometimes, but you know, I might be laid forward and just relaxing, you know, wanting to give that subtleness.
It reminds me of like how I had Grando on the podcast, right?
Yeah, he dope.
And I was asking him about his bark, you
Oh,
know?
yeah,
His, like
yeah.
growling to a bark.
Yeah.
And like he asks everyone like, hey, like, can you do yours? And we all got different ones. And like, it's so funny that like he has his own way to do it and he asked me to do it. And I sounded like a Boston Terrier.
You can do it right now.
You want me to bark?
Yeah. We gotta play his one time, man. I ain't heard his in a minute. We gotta play his.
Oh, Grando?
Yeah.
His bark, he does it so good, dude.
Yeah, he's like,
how about you?
Like he do it ground to a bark?
Yeah,
play
he does
one
like
time.
I go by Grando the Snack Sensei. We create dope shit on a daily basis, man. Come on, can I get a roof?
Yes,
Would he just growl to a bark like?
Yeah,
You know
dude,
what I'm
that's
saying?
good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Shout out to Grando, man.
Dude, shout out to Grando. What a guy.
Man, he
what
go
a guy.
crazy. He doing his thing with the food, man. He always showed me love.
Yeah.
Man, I remember he made this song. I forgot what it's called, but it's go like, hey, I pulled up, I took a shit, something kept it lit, and got it at a bit, hey. Man, he was turned up, man. He still is. I love to see him getting the love he deserves because he puts a lot of love out there. I love his success, and he just being authentically himself.
He's a good guy.
Nah, he is.
He's a good guy. And when good people get the success and the flowers that they deserve, it feels good and it's inspiring,
For sure.
you know?
It's good to see the good guys winning.
Yeah, man. How do you come up with your hooks? Because like you're able to just like you're a hooksmith where you like
Thank you, man.
just could make something super catchy.
Man, I appreciate your positive energy and
Thank you,
compliments, man. Yeah, for sure. I watched this thing on Complex called The Blueprint.
Yeah.
And it was a dude named Pooh Bear. He wrote Peaches and Cream and a whole bunch of other hits. And when I was learning how to make music, learning how to really write songs, I knew how to rap, and I was developing my rap style, but I didn't really know how to make songs. And I knew I wanted to make songs that connected to the masses. And the easiest way to do that is to make a timeless, oftentimes nostalgic or familiar type song with a catchy hook. Something and when we say catchy, it's just easy to repeat. So I watched this video with Pooh Bear saying you want to make a hook as simple as possible with the least syllables and the least words. So, you know, Peaches and Cream, ooh, I need it because you know that I'm a fiend. Ooh, and freaking again, limousine. Then that's like, none of those words is really hella hard to say. Yeah. So what I was doing, even though sometimes I might compromise on making it as intricate as it can, my goal is to, when I make a hook, I want somebody in another part of the world that doesn't speak English to be able to catch on with it, even if they don't know the words, never heard it before. Yeah. So, you know, that's the real goal, because that's the goal just in general with most of my music. I want as many people to feel good about it. That's what I want to give you, an experience that's long lasting, that's going to make you look in 100 years or 50 years or whatever, and then be like, oh, wow. You know, I want them to excavate Earth at one point and look at my music in an infinite time and be like, wow, play the song and it's still able to relate.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, and you're doing exactly that. Like if we were to take something pretty recent, let's say Veggies with you and Dr. Clips, with like a matching
he did his
visual.
research, man. I like this guy,
dude. Like that went crazy. That's
shout
one
out
of my
to Dr.
favorite
Clips.
things that like you've done, because not only is like the message in there, it is extremely catchy. It is short enough to the point where you just keep wanting more, right?
Yeah, that's the goal.
If it's lean and green, and I'm gonna put it in my body. If I need the antioxidant, I nibble on cacao. Turmeric with the ginger, it could really cleanse your bowels. Wow, it's amazing. Only eat the meat if it was free range grazing. When it was alive, gave it a chance to thrive. Look into my eyes, you don't see no parasite. If we talking beef root, then I'm gonna put it in my body. Pomegranate juice, I'm gonna put it in my body. I got the maca root, and I'm gonna put it in my body. I got the ashwagandha, I'm gonna put it in my body.
The visual, like, well, let's talk about it all. First of all, that visual is dope in the sense like
Dr. Clips.
who's the older white woman in that? Was she
Man,
just a shopper there, or did she?
Random lady. We was just in there shooting. She had great energy.
Yeah.
I could tell like her friend had a daughter who was a mixed race, so I knew she loved black people from off of that, and we just connected. You know, I said, "What's up? What's y'all favorite thing about life?" They smiling, gave them some compliments, and I'm like, "Hey, you know, we shooting a video. Y'all want to be a part of this?" I think Clips had asked them. Shout out to Dr. Clips, and then we just, you know, it was just organic after that. I was, you know, we just had fun. And she smelled good too. Shout out to her.
That's important. When someone smells
sure.
good, you trust them a little bit more.
Hygiene is like one of the most important things ever. Like, and I always want to figure out how to get my hygiene to another level. But you know, the simple thing as, you know, applying the proper deodorant, eating the right way, you know, having some smell good on, you know, washing your face, making sure you groom, it could go so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just on how you feel, but you know, just being mindful of being around others too.
Yeah, no, dude, it's hygiene. I don't know why we're even still talking about it. Like, if you're stinky and if you're not taking care of yourself.
Nah, white people be on these podcasts talking about, oh, I don't take a shower. You use white. I know you white, but I don't give a fuck. But look, they be talking about, oh, I don't use washcloths and all this other stuff. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you might not be white, but I don't know. But but it's like, man, hygiene is so important. Like,
Yeah.
And then just, I'm not gonna judge anybody or yuck anybody's yum, but definitely wash your feet, wash your private parts.
Well, I will judge someone if they say that they shower this way. If a dude says, "Oh, I don't wash my bottom half because
he's tripping.
the water hits me right here and it trickles down and it washes the rest of my leg
That's
down to my
crazy.
feet." I'm like, no, gravity doesn't do that much work.
For sure, definitely not. You know, that's why melanated people, we always got to consist on making sure we stay clean. You know what I mean?
man.
You know what I mean? So,
Wash your legs is like, I'm gonna throw that on a t-shirt.
yeah,
because
hey,
do I
wash
have
your
to
bottom
remind you?
half. Yeah, wash your legs sound cleaner though.
Yeah, wash your legs, man.
You washing your legs? All right, cool.
You
yeah.
have to, man.
He got some melanin in him.
Yeah. Here's another thing. Wash your legs. Also, what's your take on outside clothes in the bed?
Man, sometimes if I'm super tired, I be like kind of falling asleep in my clothes if I'm mobbing. So every once in a while, it's okay. But if you're doing it every day, if that's your standard,
That's your thing.
Yeah, that's
or
your-
like in TV, like how some people have their shoes in the bed.
oh yeah, tripping.
I'm
Or
like,
dogs in
no.
the bed. Yeah, shoes in the bed is an absolute no.
I'll have my dogs in the bed if they're clean. If they're clean.
Yeah, clean
Yeah,
dogs.
a dirty dog.
You can't do that.
Yeah, then you gotta wash the sheets.
Dirty dog,
afterwards.
that's a chili with cheese on it. You might find that in Chicago.
Oh, yeah, you're
You know,
right.
You can't find that in our beds.
Dude, I'm not trying to find a dirty dog in my bed. Let's get back to veggies real quick because I don't want to lose track of that because I love that song so much.
Thank you, man.
In the hook when you say "put it in my body,"
Yeah, that put it in my body.
that roll,
Yeah.
our roll that we've heard you do multiple times in the past.
Oh, yeah, thank you,
I'm
man.
obsessed with.
Thank you.
Because I can't do it.
Yeah, you can do it for sure.
No, man, I try.
Nah,
I
you for
try.
sure could do it.
I sound like a dying tiger
Try right
when I
now.
do it. Put it in my body.
And you know speak Spanish?
I mean, like I know words, but it doesn't like help with the
that arra,
pronunciation.
you know what I'm saying?
Do it again.
That's all you gotta do.
Man.
That.
That sounds like a drumstick hitting a drum head.
Man, that's the goal every time. I'm thankful to all my Spanish homies for being patient and teaching me how to, you know, speak Spanish. I'm thankful that I studied it. And I feel like that just kind of like, you know, transitioned like normally from learning how to speak it. But I know you can do it though.
I have to like really try. If
Yeah,
I
for
locked
sure.
in,
Lock in. We need you. What's up? We're going to get the It Can't Be That Bad podcast, you know what I'm saying, theme song.
dude. I
What's
mean,
up?
if you want to record a new one for me and I put it at the beginning of every single episode,
When we going to do it? We're going to do it in here?
we could.
Hey, let's do it. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I got the equipment to record you easy.
Let's do it. You got a beat?
I mean, I ain't got no beat right now.
No, we'll find one.
Yeah, we'll find something.
Yeah. We can knock that out fast.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I mean, like, because it's you. You'll be able to come up with it on the
Come
spot,
on,
man.
yeah, for sure. I'm going to have to do a freestyle after the end.
You want to freestyle again?
Nah, every time.
I'm down. I'm down to
right.
freestyle. This guy can freestyle too.
For real, you going to spit something?
You know, so he pulled up when Frack pulled up, and we both freestyled with Frack.
Oh, yeah, Frack go crazy.
So
Next
good.
level.
Yeah.
Like, he was really like a Hall of Fame freestyler.
But you guys been doing it together too. Like
Nah,
a
for
lot
sure.
of your viral videos are like you guys in front of like just out in the city.
Warriors. Yeah, that was Frack idea. Yeah, Frack a genius. Like, he inspired me a lot to, you know, really get in the craft of rapping. Because for a second I was like, man, I want to just focus on making music and I don't want to lose, you know, the love of just being able to write a raw rhyme and spit it or even spit off the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pause. That was crazy.
When you were first making music, were you writing a lot, or was it like get in the studio and then like freestyle it and that's how it would come? What was like the way that you would get it together?
First, I used to just write more so poetry, and then after that, it came to I would just like lunch table. You know, they'd drop that grinding beat by the Clips by Pharrell, and then you know I'd just be rapping like that, and then from there, I started going to more parties. We used to throw parties when I was like, I say like 13 to like really like maybe like 21, 22.
Okay.
And we used to throw a lot of parties, but more so high school. So when we was at these parties, we'd be there rapping, and then people would come challenge me. They'd come and want to battle with me. We'd be rapping together, and somebody just, you know, get some confidence. But I'll never initiate the battle. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be like, I'll just be ready. So then I just started battling people, and I just to be cooking people like, and I was like, ooh, but it's all freestyle. Like it's no written. They just, you know, I'm gonna roast you what you got on, you know, and stuff like that. And then from there, I was like, ooh, I like this like free flowingness of this. So, you know, eventually, as I started my early days of recording, it was just getting comfortable because I was super excited. So sometimes when I record, I wouldn't sound like my most confident. I had that tremble in my voice, which is not bad. So that's probably another reason why I started yelling too, so I could just get all that excitement out rather than let it sit there and fester. So then, from there, I think I got in with like, it was either like Big Steppin' was one of the first songs I punched in, and I was just off the energy. And then Pee Wee Longway, I did a session with him, and I was trying to write, and he was like, "No, you can't write. You have to go just spit like whatever you could think of." And then from there, I was just like, "Man, I can do this. You know, I'm raw at this. So let me do this more." So now it's just more so what the song calls for. If it's like something where I'm feeling it, I'm gonna just jump on and get that energy, because that's the most important thing, the energy, at least to me. You know what I'm saying? And then, but if it's like a time where I'm like, man, I gotta develop it more, you know, I'm gonna sit down and write so the bars could be A1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay, so it's a time and place.
Nah, for sure. Definitely, you know, it's an energy, you know, it's a time to just freestyle, you know, and it's just utilizing different methods. Whatever's gonna make the best song, that's what I wanna do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Is there a particular song of like your entire discography that you hold near and dear to your heart, like just a bit more, like it just has that much more sentiment?
man, I like that song. I just dropped it this year called Mistakes.
Yep.
Yeah, Mistakes, definitely for sure. Cause I feel like so what happened was it was I Am Summer. The first I Am Summer, I Am Sue invited me, showed me hella love, and then I ended up like I asked him could I perform, and he was like, man, you could do Big Steppin'. And I was like, nah, I wanted a set. You know, I was like, I wanted to show people what I got. Yeah. So I ended up just spontaneously doing it anyways, and then just hopping on stage, and then when it was played, you know, just going to perform. And then I kind of like, I didn't mess up their show, but it kind of like, you know, it wasn't on their schedule. Yeah. And when he even offered for me to do it, and, you know, I was just like, I know his mom wasn't feeling that, and I know he was like, damn, like, come on, Stunna. Yeah. You know, it's like, he wasn't mad, but he was like, you know, it's still like, you know, throwing a wrinkle in my schedule. And I felt some type of way that I even did that because they were showing so much love. They always show love. Mm-hmm. So after that song, you know, his mom was kind of mad. She left me a not so pleasant voicemail. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And then from there, I was like, dang. This feeling of just guilt made me go write this song. And I was just like, you know, because I had to forgive myself, even though I messed up. And I had to tell myself, like, you know, you had good intentions, and sometimes the impact doesn't always align with the intentions, but that doesn't mean you should be down on yourself or be super hard on yourself. And I apologized to him, and I sent him the song. But more so, I was proud of myself to be able to decipher those emotions and then use it for something that could help somebody else who made a mistake, might be getting hard on themselves, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I think that one is dope. Off the new project, for sure, I like Run It Up a lot. That's like, this is a single we about to drop. I like, what else? Take a Loss is crazy. You know what I mean? Did I jump the gun? Was you thinking about? Oh, yeah.
No, dude, we could talk about it right now.
Yeah,
End of January is what we're thinking?
Yeah, and I'm gonna actually drop it January 11th.
Wow.
And then I'm gonna do something experimental, because I want to do something where I want people to be at my events with the project already kind of like fresh, or like not to where you don't know it, but it's like still fresh and new, but enough for you to, I've been listening to this for a week. You know what I'm saying? So I think Oh no, what I know we're gonna do is January 11th, save that project, 11-song album dropping on Sunday, January 11th, and then we're gonna throw an event closer to the second last week of January. We're gonna either do it around the 24th or the 31st.
Wow.
And then we're gonna do the release party. So you know.
Man, dude.
So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. That's why we got these football jerseys on, man. Come on, Jubo, where you at, boy?
Way to start off the year strong,
Got
man.
you, man.
Early on.
Haymakers.
Dude, I mean, so you've come out with a lot of music.
Nah, for sure.
And,
Especially
like,
this year.
Especially this year. Like, just like on your discography alone, it's a lot. You know, like the last album you came out with, or that is available, it's like an hour and a half long,
Nah, for
top
sure.
to bottom.
Nah, for sure.
Like, that is a body of a project.
Man, thank you, man.
With doing that much, like with creating this much, how do you stay excited? How do you keep looking forward? And like, how do you just
he got
like...
the good questions. He got the best questions out.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, thank you.
Nah, for sure. Staying excited, that's easy. Like, I just love this. Like, you know, like, and I just really, I don't want to use the word want, need, or desire because I don't want to speak in a state of lack. But I just feel like I know I am music. One of my mentors told me that. Shout out to the Curtis family, Papa C. He was like, man, you are music. You know, and then, you know, it just keeps me excited to make something new, to be able to make something that I never done before. Like this year, I dropped the most music I ever dropped in my life. I could promote it a lot better, you know, put it to the world, but I like just putting music out, getting a habit of doing that, and then putting music where I was kind of experimenting, like Mistakes, Manifest, Shake It Off. Manifest was my highest streaming song, new song that came out last year, and it had no visuals, and it was a song where I'm singing on it. So it's like I really am excited to be able to put out a song that's different than Eat a Salad, A Big Step, and Keep God in Your Life. Completely different thing, and it still be able to be enjoyed by people.
That is
you
cool.
know what I'm saying? So, you know, that keep me excited. And then doing new music, you know what I'm saying? Rock music, just pushing the barrier, because in order to get there, I got to be a different, better version of myself.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know.
Is there something about your come up or your past that's inspired you to be like who you are right now, or like make the music in the way you're making it? But like, what is something from the past that might surprise people? For example, if you know who Scando is, right?
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, so like something that's surprised about him is that like you ask him what he was listening to in high school, it was a whole bunch of rock music.
You can tell on his style.
Yeah, man, you could definitely tell.
Yeah.
Is there something about like your upbringing, like where it would surprise some people?
Man, I didn't really listen to rap music until I was like maybe 8 years old. I was more so like in a Disney Channel, Michael Jackson, and I feel like that's translated because this past 2 weeks I was in a play called How the Grinch Stole Kwanzaa.
Wow.
And I like seeing that type of thing, like that type of art where you can tell a story and it be like has like a positive message, you know. And I think at that time, you know, for me it was different because my environment reflected something different. Like people used to look at me and be like, "Man, you're not listening to this new rap song that just came out, you not listening to that?" And I'm like, nah, the first rap song I really listened to was I think it was called, or the project was it's the Outkast project. I know it's a purple CD. Yeah, Aquemini. I remember I asked my mom to buy that because, you know, it was an attractive lady on a CD. And I was like, man, I want to hear this. And I heard cause the whole world with Killer Mike on there. And I was like, man, that song just changed my life. And then Mac Dre, Get Stupid, this is right before he unfortunately passed away, or was unfortunately assassinated. But man, when I heard Get Stupid, we listened to that like 100 times. And our 1-bedroom apartment with my homie or whatever homies was there, and just be dancing like nonstop, sweating. Like, so I was like, man, that was the transition. Like when I was around 8, that made me be like, man, I really like rap music. This is dope. It started me writing poetry and everything. So I think that's something like you might not expect. And then also like another thing is that I don't really listen to as much music that I think artists, you know, you would assume an artist does. I more so watch movies. I'm more so, if I am going, you know, consume media, I'm listening to self-help, at least this part of my life, but I've always been like that. And that's a lot of my influences. Like the rappers who act, like the Queen Latifahs, the Method Man, 50 Cent for sure, you know, those type of people. So I think like, even especially Keke Palmer, like she a raw ass an actress, but she really a musician.
Yeah.
So, you know, that always inspires me. So, you know, I don't know if that was like something that was like, you know, throw you for a curveball. You know what I mean?
I think people can see though that you are in your acting bag.
For sure.
Not only with Last Black Man in San Francisco, but also like with the skits that you've been doing lately all over Reels. And
We're finna go shoot after this.
shoot? Oh, yeah, that's what you're gonna do?
Now for sure, yeah, we about to smash the sack real quick, knock out some videos, and you know, keep having fun working on the craft.
So how does that feel like for you? That kind of avenue of creation as opposed to like music?
I feel like I'm in divine alignment. I feel like I'm finally listening to what people have been telling me my whole life, not running away from it and just allowing it to come to me, and then every opportunity making the most of it. And I feel like with music, I was doing it. I do music because people enjoy it. Like my homies used to ask me when I was younger, like I never thought I was going to rap and take it serious, but it was camaraderie for me and my friends. When I was 12, it was us rapping on the phone. Then it was, when I was 14, it was in my partner kitchen/studio he had, and him having the only technology to actually record songs, and everybody like, come on, jump on this song. Then it was that camaraderie around the lunch table. Then it went into sports, you know, hyping the team up. And then I was like, man, people really enjoy me doing this. And like, even when Vine was out, having a song that, a phrase on the song that went somewhat viral, seeing 100,000 people at once, or that many people liking my stuff, and then eventually growing the confidence with, and then being able to do it just solo, you know, individual, and still bring value to people that are around me. And I feel like it took time to work that. With acting, it was from day one. Like people was telling me like, since I've been in preschool, like, you need to go be in this play, you need to do this speech, you need to do this. And I'm just like, whoa, I'm a natural introvert, so I'm kind of like, I don't want to do all of that. I'll be kind of like, to say it now, I say it's excited, but I'll be kind of, until this day, I feel this way. But back then it was scared and nervous. Now it's excitement. It's, you know, it's a thrill, you know, so it's like, you know, with acting is just natural. Even if I'm, you know, the most queasiest of queasy, I could go out there and execute. So, you know, it's divine alignment. It's what I think, or I know I was supposed to have put my time into, but I was running away from it so much. And now I'm saying, okay, let me invest as much time as I can so I can learn and give that to the world. And it's been definitely very fruitful, you know, and I appreciate everything it's been giving me. So I just want to give it more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
And where do you want it to lead to? Like, if there were like no ceilings, and if we didn't have to think about like, obviously how tough it is to like make it in like Hollywood and all of that stuff. Yeah. What does Stunnaman want out of acting? Man,
I think I know I already have it. It's the divine freedom, the transparent freedom, the gratitude to be on a stage, to be in a movie, to go shoot a skit. It's that enjoyment to go just be my full self in that role. And within that, I'm thankful that doing that as much as I can, it brings things more than I can imagine, more than what money can feel, even though it brings money and I'm thankful for it, more than any possessions that I can have, or more than any accolades. Of course, I'm thankful for what comes along with it, but also it's more so saying how great can I be at this thing right here so that I can impact the whole universe. And that's what I really want to, I don't even want nothing from it. I want to give to it. I want to, because I know at the end of this, we all painting a universal art piece. And then what I'm doing is only going to be a paintbrush stroke. You know what I'm saying? And I want my paintbrush stroke to be like, oh, you see that one right there? That one was impactful. And I know, like, I could just tell you like, oh yeah, I want all the riches and I want to win an EGOT. I want to win, or I'm going to do all of this. But really, I'm thankful just to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? But of course, like everything that comes with it, the biggest of the biggest, the greatest of the greatest, #1 movies, would it be called a blockbuster, but a Netflix level beyond that movie, something that impacts the culture forever. Yeah. Man, that's the type of time I'm on. So,
wow.
You know.
Is there like a dream role that you would have? Like,
dang.
You know, something like that?
I'm gonna be vain real quick. I already played myself a couple of times, so that was raw.
Dream role for sure.
Dream role. Let me think.
Because I would want to be in like a Quentin Tarantino type of movie.
Yeah, that's raw.
You know,
that's raw. Yeah, like that is a raw movie. Like a Django would be a raw movie like that type.
Yeah.
Maybe less. That movie was raw. Like,
Yeah,
he got
there's-
to knock down slave owners.
Yeah.
Knock down hella racist white people. I think a role like that would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
You know, thank you for bringing that up. I wanna say like I know the type of films I want to make. I want to make those like Will Smith. He had an era where he dropped. For 10 summers, he dropped the #1 movie. So they called it Paul's Big Willie Weekend. Every July 4th weekend. I want to create something like that that's impactful with the longevity and consistency.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? So like a role like that. So and then he broke it down to a formula. It has to have love, creatures, and then I think it's one more special effects. So with those three with that formula, that's how you ensure you get almost always a #1 movie.
Yeah.
So and then you see Zoe Saldana, she just became the highest grossing actor of all time, and that came from her being creature, special effects, and you got some type of love. So I definitely see myself going in that route.
Okay.
So where it's like, all right, and that's why I just did the movie The Grinch, or excuse me, to play The Grinch, so I could prepare myself to be able to handle that many lines, be in a centerpiece or something, but also, step out of my comfort zone and get my face painted, and that's a big step for me in general because, I used to have eczema. I couldn't even be able to do stuff like that. My skin would break out or I would be itching, so that's a big thing for me. That was something I was healing from my childhood to be like, okay, I know I could do this, and it helped me have more confidence in what I'm doing. So, I feel like the world is my oyster, and, a dream role is just, man, I don't have one specifically, but I know where I see it going. I already know where it is, you know what I'm saying? So
Did you have a favorite movie growing up?
for sure, Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Come on, man. That's
Good
A1.
choice.
Yeah, that's the #1.
Good choice.
Yeah, for sure. How about yourself?
Ooh, if it's a comedy, I do like Nacho Libre.
Okay, yeah.
Something like
Jack
that.
Black.
Yep.
That's a masterful actor right there.
Yeah.
He a singer.
Yep, he could do it all, right?
Yeah.
He could do something comedic. I've always had like an appreciation for actors that could not only stick to one genre of acting. You look at someone like Jim Carrey
I was just thinking that
or Robin Williams.
Eddie Murphy,
Yeah.
they're going crazy.
Where
yeah.
you know that they could come out with blockbusters of comedy films. But if you really had to put this person in a dramatic role, they could make you cry. Adam Sandler's kind of doing that thing too.
You
right
know who
now.
hella good at that too?
Who?
Kevin Hart.
Ooh.
Bruh, he's like a slept on, like he good, a good drama actor.
Well, so I used to take theater classes when I was in community
that's
college,
what's up.
and something that I learned in the lesson is that comedy is much more difficult than drama.
Yeah, for
If you
sure.
could master comedy, then you could master dramatic acting. They say that comedy is just drama with timing. You mess with
comedy-
the timing a little bit more,
Yeah.
it makes it funny.
Okay, yeah.
And timing is extremely difficult.
Nah, for sure.
So that's something that like, oh,
Or it's like, damn, my cat died. Or like,
and then if you let it hold off for the long,
Yeah.
that's sad. But if you just let it hold off for a little bit
like,
longer,
oh yeah, bro, man,
that's kinda funny.
hey, my cat died and I killed it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying. Got to think of something funnier for sure. But
yeah.
he's like,
Have you
yeah.
ever done improv? You done
Nah,
improv?
for sure. Improv, I did stand up before.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
it's
right.
lit,
You and
yeah.
Frack had done stand up. Was that last year?
Yeah. It was 2025. We did it this year.
Oh, it was this year.
Yeah, for sure.
How'd that make you feel? How was it?
It was just like knowing I could do it was dope. Get on stage and prepare some material, execute it. You know what I mean? So I think like I kind of shifted for being more funny in actual life when I started thinking about that, or like just trying to be more funnier because I started being critical of it. But it was cool to just go do it though. You know what I'm saying? And knowing I could do it. I could see myself doing in the future doing a stand-up special.
Just do
For
it.
sure, yeah.
Just do it. I started stand up late last year.
Oh, that's lit.
So I've been doing it for a
Congratulations.
year. Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
that's
I
raw.
appreciate it. It's the scariest thing in the world, but it's rewarding, dude. Like, cause I'd done like comedy things like in a group setting, like improv. I've been on improv troops before and performed in front of people. I've sang before.
Okay, that's
like
raw.
musically. But then when it's just you alone with your thoughts on stage and everyone's looking at you and you got 10 minutes to make this crowd like you,
Yeah,
that's a different muscle.
for sure.
That's a different skill set.
Yeah, you could do it though.
I mean, it's I'm getting better at it.
Nah,
Yes,
for sure,
I
yeah.
would say that.
I mean, that's with everything. You got to work at it to be great. You know what I mean? Just stay on it. And then we're going to be coming to your sold out shows. Come on. And then,
then you'll be performing at it too.
Yep, exactly. And then we're going to do a podcast in between. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Let's see. Where are we at right now?
What time is it?
Oh, I mean, we got some time. We're still good. We're still good on time. I'm just waiting to freestyle at the end of all of this.
Yeah, of course.
When's the last time you freestyled?
A couple of days ago when we was on set for the play. Before, like, every time, like, at least like 3 out of the 5 shows, we'll just be in there freestyling and start everything off. And I feel like for me, that was a way for me to connect to the rest of the cast, but also a way to get lighter. You know what I'm saying? So, like, because a lot of times, like how you said, sometimes you got to improv, and that's all freestyling is. We just improving what's going on. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's it. So I like to do it as a muscle, push myself. You know what I mean?
It's a good muscle. It's a good muscle to have, and it's like applicable in all facets, I would say. Of everything that you've done, and like, because you're doing so many different crafts, right? Whether it's music or acting, so on and so forth. What's the one that brings you like the most dopamine? Like is it performance? Is it being in the booth? Is it being is it acting?
Definitely performing by far. It's like a adrenaline rush. Like, even with sports, I didn't feel this in sports. So, like, you know, I enjoy making movies, the process of making movies. Yeah. That's, I love that. I like preparing a song and like creating this hit stick album. That was pretty dope, the whole process of that. But it's nothing like, you know, performing at a play and having that adrenaline being on point. It's nothing like, you know, taking a song all the way from the beginning and then going to perform it to the world and then see people rap it and everything. It's really crazy. Dude. It's a crazy feeling.
Because it starts off as a thought. Everything is just an idea. It's like a non-tangible thing. And the fact that we have the ability to like put that down on a piece of paper or lay it down on a track and then it becomes this completely tangible thing that everyone worldwide knows.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a cool thing.
Nah, it's the best thing. It's like, you know, that's really what we here to do. You know, we created in God's image, and what did God do? He created. So it's like our real purpose is to create. Yeah. So, you know, that's why we got to use our imagination, because we made it in the image. Yeah. That's why we still winning.
When's the first time you took off your shirt in front of a crowd?
Man, probably when I was like 2, I think.
In front of a crowd? Yeah, you were performing that too?
Yeah, my mom, this is what my mom told me. She said they had this thing called Lake Fest at Lake Merritt. Some version of that in the 90s. I still think they do it now. I think I might have performed that one. So shout out to Lake Fest for having me come through. But she said when I was like 1 or 2 years old, they was having music playing, but everybody was chilling, and I got up and just started dancing. Now, if I took my shirt off or not, you know, hey, look, that's a part of this story. But they end up taking that, and you know, my mom said from there, everybody in the lake started dancing, like from me dancing, and then people was recording me, and then they wrote an article about it in the newspaper and put it in there. So I never seen the article, but I'm gonna just take my mom's word for it. Yeah. If she made the story up to make me feel confident, I appreciate you, Mom. You're the best mom ever. I love you. But you know, I think that's when it started. And then the next time after that was I was in this program called African Cultural Enrichment, where we learned capoeira, we learned knowledge of self, we learned about African deities and gods, but we also learned African dancing. And I used to dress up in a traditional, I think it was Congolese African gowns, and then I would do the dance it's like a ceremonial dance, and we did like Juneteenth and Filmo, and you know, just did several different performances, but you had to have your shirt off. So, you know, that was another confidence builder, because, you know, I was chunky by this time. I was like 7, 8 years old. Okay. And I was chunkier, but I was like still my shirt off. So ever since then, I always been cool with like, oh, I'm finna take my shirt off. Wow. Yeah, always. I was like, I don't care where we at.
So that came even before the music.
Man, before the music just complimented. I feel like when I go performing my shirt off, that's me being vulnerable to the crowd. That's me being my true authentic self. So I don't care. And no, it was one time I was at Outside Lands, and I was self-conscious about something I had going on with my eczema, and then I was 24K Golden brought me out, and I didn't take my shirt off, and he was like, bruh, why you didn't take your shirt off, man? I took my shirt off for you. Yeah. And I was like, and I would just, and then that was a reminder to always take my shirt off. And I done got in trouble a couple of times. The Warriors, I apologize. I know y'all told me not to do it the first time, and I did it 2 times. So I take accountability, but I know time and place.
Yeah.
You know, but also, you know, listening to Eric Thomas, you know, he had this thing where he in his early stages, he would get booked for events, but they said he had to wear a suit. And he's like, my thing is wearing sweats. I'm finna wear sweats. So he would turn down bookings. And then eventually the sweatsuit became a part of his situation. And now when I get booked, people ask me like, are you gonna take your shirt off? Like, you know, I done had, and I'm thankful for that now, where I was like, dang, it's like, you know, I'm happy that y'all like me being my full vulnerable self, you know what I mean? So it'd be lit. I'm thankful.
Yeah, dude, it's dope. I mean, it's a cool part of your brand, and it really just gets the crowd hyped.
Yeah.
I mean, even when Aft does it too, like it really does change the energy.
Nah, I really do, man. I was about to take my shirt off now, but I'm gonna keep it calm. I Aft you one up me right now. I want to promote this Jubo jersey. Because,
shout out Jubo.
Yeah, because we got this dope album Hit Stick coming out, so you know we want to make sure y'all go check this out, man, and make sure you intertwine this football, this sports theme experience that we giving and enjoy it to the fullest, even when you're in a club, when you're chilling in the shower, when you first waking up, when you're doing everything in your life, because we got a song for everybody through every situation, from the people who's undefeated to those who taking a loss, from the people who figuring it out to everybody running it up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. January 11th, right?
That's it. January 11th. Hey, 11 songs just for you. Hey, that's what we do. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. That was too many ones, but you get the just
not enough ones.
Yeah,
man.
we need more ones, because that's who he is. Number one.
Something else that you do is just like, I think the repetition in like songs is something that is so undeniably dope.
Thank
I
you,
mean,
man.
I brought it up the last podcast, but your track with Lil Kayla is also one of my.
Man, I love Kayla. I love that song. It's
How do you
amazing.
come up with that? Like, you just like, because can you do that like the hook?
Which one? That biggity, biggity, biggity,
Yeah.
biggity, biggity, biggity. I said, yeah,
Yep. Like, you just thought of, you just walked into the booth and you were like,
Man,
all right, that's it.
That was my inspiration from living in New Orleans. I used to go to Loyola in New Orleans, and I remember they always used to have a front line. That's the band with the French Quarter, but also everywhere you go, they're playing bounce music. So I did the most, like, one of my imitation of that, you feel me? You know, showing them love, but that's the Trigger Man, and he's saying a whole different type of thing, but that's the type of style, you know, saying things hella fast, repetitively, that's the style and bounce. And you said, if you hear a bounce song, like an original bounce song, you know they're saying like the same thing the whole song, though. They might start spitting, but like, you know, it's the same thing, but that's how you get people to gravitate to it, and that's how people know it so fast. You know, it's an interesting genre of music, and we seen it get sampled. Drake use it, Beyonce use it, all these people use it. Lil Wayne then rapped over it, and it's just a specific style. So, man, that was it. Just wanting people to, and when you repeat something, it makes people get it easier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, that's just how it is in poetry too, right? There's something so poetic about saying the same line over and over and over again. You hammer it into someone's head, and that's why these tracks are so memorable, dude.
man, that's the goal, man.
I also want to shout out Talk, the track you do with Too
Can
Easy.
I take a minute just to talk my shit? Because the West Coast shit got in there real shit. Rent too highness, can't pay shit, can't park nowhere. Everybody getting bit. What the fuck?
Dude, so good.
Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
you spat that the last time you came through,
Man,
and
that
I
was
clipped
lit,
that,
man. Come
and I was
on,
like,
man.
that was so fun.
That was fun, bro.
That was great. You ready to do some freestyle, man?
Yeah, come on. Can I just rap a song that we about to drop?
Yeah,
Can I rap
absolutely.
the single? I'm about to just do that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's...
I don't have my aux thing that plugs into the interface right now, but we could just play it into like my mic, and then you could rap over it.
Oh, it's lit. Come on.
Or just play it and rap it, and I'm just gonna, and they send me the track and I'll overlay it.
I got
later.
you, man. We're going to have fun with this. Hey, Locomotive, we in motion. Hey, it can't be that bad, because it really is that great. Come on, man. Look, we still... Hey, where the winners at? Drop dubs in the chat. Up, dog. We ain't really trying to brag. Still winning private island. Negotiating bags. For all the time they pass us up, we had to add the tax. Hey, run it up. Hey, run it up. It's a track meet on them, man. We had to run it up. Now we huddle up. Hey, huddle up. Hey, it's contract season. Game plan tighten up. Hey, I been active. I been gassing. Got a passion for it, so you know I been maxing. It's an uphill battle. We at the top clapping. Now it's on downhill like we skiing up in Aspen. Playoffs. Snow game, going all out. The neck on, wrist on froze. Gotta thaw out. You can't get swamped by fans when we walk out. You can't talk contracts if you ain't balling out. A round table, the number ridiculous. The ball status getting ends from big businesses. She was shocked, seen all of them Benjamins. Upper echelons, all we do is private interests. Walking in, I'm the MVP of VIP VIP. 40 bottles, 20 women, they came with me. Strategize in the huddle with the winning team. We don't do no promises, our money guaranteed, cause where the winners at? Drop dubs in the chat. Up dog, we ain't really trying to brag. Still winning private island, negotiating bags. For all the time they pass us up, we had to add the text. Hey, run it up. Somebody called me, but hey, look, we ran it up. You know what I mean? Hey, look, Run It Up coming out on that project Hit Stick. We having fun. That's a new single. Go download that. Probably by the time you see this podcast.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you can find it on Bandcamp exclusively out right now. Support the brand. You can pay what you want. Shout out to all the people who pioneered that type of movement, the independent movement. You know how we do it in the Bay. And hey, look, go grab that. It's available for $8.88, but you can pay whatever you want for it. And we appreciate all contributions.
$1,000. You heard him.
$1 million, $1 million.
Dude, you know, it's getting to that point where like some kids are getting so young they don't even know where that's from.
Man, that's crazy.
I said Tokyo Drift. I referenced Tokyo Drift to these two 21-year-olds.
Yeah.
The other week,
What
they
was talking
just
about?
looked at me blankly. Mm-hmm. They didn't know what it was, man, and I was like, man, are we really? Am I getting
Hold on,
that?
tell
old?
Boog we're gonna call him forward. Hold on, that's ahead of our. Hey, Boog, I'm gonna call you when I leave this podcast. That's a good.
How's it going? Oh, thanks. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
too.
Shout out to Boog, y'all, man. We still winning. Yeah. Yeah, man, but yep, Tokyo Drift is crazy, man. Nah, for sure. It's definitely a whole era of music and movies that, you know, the modern day, like 17-year-old and under probably never, even, you know, younger than that, probably will never see or hear. But that's why we gotta bring it forward. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Turn it up. I actually sampled Tokyo Drift.
You did?
Yeah, it's a song called Shake. I think Shake, I had a song called Talk About It. That was the first song I ever got on the radio. But I feel like Shake was the first song. I think it cut off. Or no, that's just. That's clean. That's raw. You know what I'm saying? But I think Shake is. Now Shake was the song that kind of pushed me out of the Bay because we did a twerk challenge for it, and it made it all the way to LA. And then I did this show called Blind Spotting, and her name is Jalen. She's one of the lead actresses on there on Blind Spotting. She was like, "Oh wait, you Stunnaman? You made that song Shake." Oh yeah, I used to slap that all the time, so I'm thankful for that song. But yeah, that's our job, dude. Man. We got to turn it up.
Yeah, and you turn that thing into a twerk contest.
Yeah,
you know that you've reached a certain point in life of success when you when something you've created turns into a twerk contest. You know?
That's for sure. Yeah, definitely.
It's
yeah.
like, what do you?
If you could get the hips gyrating, then you still winning.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Shout out to hips, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Take
the
care
hips.
of your joints.
Hey, you know, we hold a lot of trauma in our hips. So for everybody out there that need to gyrate their hips, man, we definitely encourage it. Especially the young, beautiful ladies that's enjoying life. Yeah. You want to express yourself, you know, move your hips. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We definitely encourage it.
Good things will happen when we all move our hips.
For real, yes, yes.
You ready to do some freestyling?
Come on, man, let's do it.
All right, Carlos, what type beat are we going to do?
Let's do another type beat.
Yeah, different than that.
Nah, yeah, for sure. That was just me rapping a song that I got coming out, man, and encouraging y'all to go slap it one time.
Man, I'm trying to hear the Stunnaman on like a boom bap.
Okay, come on,
On
man.
a boom bap type beat?
Yeah, you got one?
I mean, I'm just going to find one on YouTube.
Yeah, play a boom bap Alchemist type beat.
Okay, I'll put that. All right,
Man, hopefully I make Frack proud.
I think you're always making him proud.
And I hope so. Yeah, man. We just want to make Frack proud. Shout out to everybody that came from poverty and overcame. If you feel like you want to quit right now, I need you to say fuck that. And look in the mirror and say, we still winning. Came from the gutter. What that mean? That mean I can't give up on my dreams. Gotta get this cream. What that mean? I don't eat no dairy. It be getting scary when they pulling up with that queso. I be on the Nano on the cutty time, man. I been chilling, getting pootie tang. Anything I really bang, something like it's Wu-Tang. Then what you really bang? I mean still winning from the beginning to the ending. I might throw my hood up cause my hood good. What that mean? I'm taking my hood universal, man. What that mean? That mean I rapping anything and anywhere to get anything I want to get everywhere I want to bring the whole hood. I don't, psych, I bring it where I want to be. Every time I slide through, I'm doing what I want to be. I'm being who I ever been and never been a loser. That's why we still winning, and that's why I choose her to be the best. And you know, we never rest, and they trying to undress this whole thing within my brain. Every time I go insane on every beat, I gotta give the heat like Heat Up was on that first track. I gotta feel it. Is the realest in the room. I see him right here, right in front of me. Man, all the haters, what they probably try to do, come hunting me. But you know, a wolf in sheep's clothing will never be loathing unless they see me, cause then they realize they can't be me, cause I'm authentic from everything that I've been winning. Everything I've been getting in, I've been getting. Even when we slipping, we ain't never slipping, cause the devil, he can't get us, and we still kicking like we been thunderous, and I've been under it, the worst of the worst, man. Every time I was down, I was hurting and hurt, but that don't mean I stopped, cause every pain that meant gain. And every time I get on the beat, I still go insane. I never been a lame. Any times I felt some shame, man, I still had to spit and go and spit some game. Every time we off the top, you know I do not stop. And like the records we never had, boy, we do not flop, because everything we drop, we just push it till it get in motion. I got this potion, now it got me feeling like I'm floating. What's that potion? That's the turmeric mixed with gimmer and the lemon and the pepper, and it got you feeling better than forever. Got that maca root, then I got that pomegranate, and we got that beetroot. What that do? The maca root, it help your libido. They look good in the speedo. Pause, that mean I'm talking about myself. Hey, talk about my health, my wealth. Man, I gotta be my best self. Hey, the pomegranate, man, that gets you granted everything that you ever thought you ever lost. That's why we never stop. That's why we never drop. And then when we do drop, the whole world just stop. But we keep going and just keep flowing. Like my name, Jordan, like the river. Every time I pull up, her liver quiver, cause she see me, now she want me coming. Slip in her, now I'm in some slippers. Not no Gucci's though, cause we don't support them other brands. Man, we doing everything, supporting things from the motherland. Where we from, the motherland. You gotta go expand your brand. Shout out Bakima Fazo, got that gold and kicked them out they land. I'm talking about the French, boy. What you thought this was? I'm spitting game and types of things that make you want to employ. Then we had to deploy. You know what I mean? We had to lose. Man, let's just switch it up so I can catch my breath. Hey, every time I lost, I'd have had to take a step back. What that mean? I don't lack, cause like a bow and arrow, you gotta lock in. Sometimes you gotta pull back and then dig deep within to shoot forward. That's where we going. Every time I gotta spit the hardest of rhymes. I don't do nothing where people who think they slime, because the same slime that have you locked up in jail sublime. I'm keep it positive, and you know you gotta live. Hey, you know you gotta give, man. You know you gotta thrive, man. That's why we appreciate always being alive. The attitude of gratitude to always help you survive. I remember times where I just wanted to quit on life. I remember times where I couldn't even get on mics. I remember times where they ain't want me on no stage. Now I flip the times and I'm getting heavy paid. Now I feel like Ace of Spades, and when I'm off that Ace of Spades, man, I got a bad thing. She wanna get serenade, so I start singing things that she always wanna hear. And Stunnaman just know I ain't got no fear. Hey, every time they jeered, man, I just called them. Ooh, you can't say that word no more. You might get canceled. Man, I'm dancing around beats. I'm always giving heat. Man, I'm prancing around beats. Saying anything to meet the quota. No, that's not me. I'm only saying if I could spit it authentically. Or I lost it, but we gonna keep going cause we getting the exercise in. That's how you win, cause even when you might stumble, that don't mean you never crumble like the cookie. I ain't never been a rookie. On a chessboard, you could never rook me. See, looky, I'm the king, but what's the important thing about knowing the king is the game really loses when you lose your real queen. And man, you gotta move things, man. Can't get checkmated, man. You can't get debated or get lost in with your hatred, cause what you see from afar when you see people debating is you can't see who the fool is. Man, what's the rule is you gotta stay disciplined, cause the discipline that help you get your rewards that you want to award. You know what I'm saying? What's that mean? The distractions that help you listen. What's the things within? Now I'm just talking, I'm just having fun and getting my style with my freeze on. Then you had to come through. Now I got my breeze on, got a little breeze on. I got a breeze on. Said I'm so fresh, look like I got Febreze on. Lyrical exercise, you know what? I gotta slide like a kid at the playground. You know I'm not having some joy when I arrive. Everything is always done out of pride for the people who don't really want to live or survive, but for the people who want to grow and glow. This is what you know. Everything within is how you win. This is how you grow. You gotta let go of all the ego and all the things that help you feel less than, but really you more than you ever can comprehend. Do you extend a hand to the people that's really down, the people that got a frown? Now, are we still going? What's going?
No, dude,
That's the same thing.
No, it's not the same
Five
thing.
fingers of death. When you want me to stop rapping, I'll stop. You got a
Whenever
topic?
you want to stop.
Give me, all right, we do one more. Give me a topic.
Carlos, give him a topic.
And car to the lowest, man, do the most. Every time we slide through, I gotta do the most. Every time I slide through, I gotta do the most. Every time I slide through, I gotta do the most. I feel like Carlos, yeah, the host. Man, we gotta slide through, gotta do the most. Man, we still winning, man, we gotta have a toast. Man, we still winning, man, we still winning. I remember them times when we wasn't winning. Remember them times when I was eating, I was thinning. Remember them times I was grinding, and then we got up in it. Cause now we still winning. Chilling with Carlos, and we do the most. Chilling with Carlos, we just won. I'm the best host, so we gotta have a toast. Hey, look, we got some mimosas, and we got some osas, and we tryna eat as we vegan, so we got some samosas. Hey, look, we having fun, and when we slide through, they know we been a one. You know it's so too. Hey, look, slid through a lows, and you have fun, and we know we do the most, and we just won, so you know we made a toast. Everybody put that bottle up quick, make a toast, put your glass, make a toast. Man, we just chillin', having fun, doing the most. Man, we just chillin' with the homie Carlos. Everybody put their glass in the air, make a toast. Hey, this toast for you. Everything you been through, every time you lose, every time you there when you thought you wanna quit, every time you stuck through and can't be legit, like G Herbo, we just went legit. Got a bad thing when me rub on it, ooh, got me a bad thing when me it, and I had I was a clown with my money, man, used to call me it. That don't mean that I had to quit, man. Hey, look, we just stuck through, and you know we sicker than the flu. Hey, we sicker than COVID, sicker than SARS. That's why we just spitting these bars. That's why we been going so hard. Then we went hard and then we work smart. Man, we big, we got a big heart. Man, we still would knock you out. Every time we see that worry, punch in the face, cause we don't doubt. Hey, what's that worry mean? Everything can go wrong, but we believe in God, so we don't worry, cause it. All right, I'm done.
Yo, what the heck?
Having fun.
Dude, that was like 3 tracks in a row.
I feel like I could take it to another level though. That was like just off the top, having fun.
You just kept, and it was, you were saying real things too.
I was doing my best.
You were really spreading a message. I can't do that. When I freestyle, it's always about like
having
the
sex
same
or
thing, which
like,
I'm trying to like expand out of, but that's kind of what it turns into.
Nah, this that's what a freestyle started as, like rapping about a girl, or doing like, or if it wasn't about a topic, you just going on. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I want to get better because I be seeing people, they be putting messages and metaphors, but comparison is thief of all joy. So I'm thankful for that moment too. You know what I'm saying?
Fact that you can do it,
it's fun
to that ability already, and having fun with it, and it is a muscle.
Not for sure
that we're working out.
Yeah, I think it's cool to, like, every time I get on somewhere and rap, not to make it about, ooh, I'm making this just so it could go do this. Sometimes it's good to just exercise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Use it or lose it. Use it or lose it.
That was free. That was fun.
Stunnaman,
man,
thank
outside.
you for coming back. You are welcome back whenever, man. Truly.
Man, what if I don't come back? Can I come forward?
Absolutely. Any direction, man.
All right, for sure.
Yeah.
Coming in any direction is crazy. Pause. Nah, man, we definitely got to come forward. It's always a pleasure to be around you, man. You got great energy. You ask great questions. I hope everybody, after you watch this, you go listen to Hit Stick, whether it be on Bandcamp or whether it be on a streaming platform or your preferred choice. And also, come see about the best podcast in the universe. One that is uniquely its own. One that, even though you might say it can't get more bad than this, I think, how can it be more better than this? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of energy you got.
Thank you, man.
You know that?
Thank you. I don't know if I know it. Like I gotta work on that part, like the perception of myself and like what I do. But that's just like my own battle. But like I'm appreciative and I'm happy and I'm proud. I think I'm proud of it.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Nah, you that guy. You humble, but you that guy.
Thank you. Stunnaman. Till next time, dude. January 11th. Don't only stream that. If you really want to support artists, because we know that some of these artists don't, after like 1 million streams, they're going to get a dime? What does that do? The blood, sweat, and tears they put into like a booth? What's up?
You said a dime. What are we only going to do with a fine woman?
Yo, you're right.
We do appreciate the fine women, though. What you were saying, I didn't want to go on that was a beautiful monologue you had there. You was going in.
I'm just saying, like, distro's not really paying out. And so, like, if you want to go on Bandcamp and not only support artists like Stunnaman, but support, like, your favorite artists and, like, pay them the amount of money you pay for, like, a large coffee, that helps way more than you just streaming it wherever.
We appreciate it, too. I know I appreciate every single cent helped me make sense of life. So I appreciate you for giving your, whether it be the most or your last, whatever. If I made you feel, man, I'm thankful for everything you gave to me.
Yeah. And one last thing, Stunnaman, before we get out of here, please look into the barrel of your camera and leave the listeners with the phrase of saying a piece of advice that reminds them that it can't be that bad.
Look, hold on. Let me, Scandal the Dark Lord calling us. Hold on.
Yo, no way.
Scandal, we on this podcast. What's up, man? We got you live right now.
Scando.
What's up with Jordan, man? What's up with the podcast?
What you said is Fernando?
Yeah.
Fernando, ¿qué pasó, amigo? ¿Cómo estás?
What you doing? You called me earlier?
Yeah, man. I want you to say what's up to the homies. They said they went to high school with you, so I was like, man, I gotta tap in with you. And you just was on the podcast.
Oh yeah, that's my folks. You in Vallejo?
Yep. Or this you in the V, right? Yeah, Vallejo, bro. I love it out here, bro. This one of the best cities ever.
That's the best podcast out, bro.
Nah, for sure. I said that it's uniquely its own, one of the greatest in the universe.
Scando, Carlos is here, man.
Say yes, my guy. Bro, much love, bro. You already know. I see you, man. I see you doing it. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. All right, man. You got something you want to say to the people to help motivate them and stay aligned?
Man, just keep going. Never stop, man. And I hope you have the best day you ever had in your whole life, man.
We still winning.
We still winning.
All right, love you, man. Thank you.
What a guy. What a guy.
Man, he's a phenomenal individual. But something I would tell the people, I would tell the people, you are uniquely yourself. You can only be the best version of yourself or the worst version of you. So you get to choose which version you want to be. Every day, every hour, every second, every moment. So when you make those choices, even if you make the wrong one, don't beat yourself up. Because the next choice could be your best choice. In the meantime of doing that, do me a favor and give yourself some love and know that you're amazing. And don't forget, we still winning. And drink some wellness water, bitch ass nigga.
Yep. Come on. All right. Till next time. Appreciate it. Baddies, you guys
man.
know where to find me. You guys know where to find the podcast because you're already here. Peace, love, and bye.
Can't be that bad, dog.